everybody, what is up? We are going to make a little scene in the new Decentraland Editor today and just have some fun together. It's going to be my first time making a scene there, so we're going to learn together. We may make some mistakes, but that's cool. It's part of the process. So I put together this little scene in Blender last night, and this is more or less what we want the final result to look like. Got some screens here. We're going to put some videos in there. We're going to use these little pop-up areas to display some social icons and a link to our website. And we're going to have some advertising space here as well. And cool. Okay, so how do we get this from Blender into Decentraland? The $1,000,000 question, right? Okay, so I'm going to open up Visual Studio Code, and I'm in the Decentraland Editor here. And like it says here, we need to either open a folder or create a new one. So let's create a new folder, and we'll call this Add Demo. Cool. Okay, so we've got a new folder now, and we're going to use this new folder to create our project scene. Do you trust the authors? We don't really have a choice if we want to run it. Okay, so we've got our new folder here. Nice. There's nothing in it, so how do we change that quickly? Got this to add a new code file, not what we want. Got this to refresh the Explorer. This to add a new folder. Okay, so how do we load our base scenes like we do normally? Okay, easy. Okay, so we go back to the Decentraland Editor, click on the cute little Decentraland logo here, and it says our current folder is empty, so go ahead and create a new project. Let's click here, and we'll select our project type. We're making a scene in this case, which is the easiest here for us to choose from. We're going to be adding in some videos, so we can use the video streaming example, but we will need to remove some items from there. So that's loading down here, installing those dependencies, and doing a lot of magic and a lot of the hard work before we actually get into this. Okay, installed. Nice, so we can run our scene. Let's do that and take a quick look at what we have. And we also, up here in the Explorer, that's where we can see our code files. So SRC, this folder here, is going to have all of our important code in it. And models, that's going to be where we're going to stick our models from Blender in GLB format. So now that we've got this scene created, while we're waiting for this to load, we could actually export some models from Blender. So let's do that. So now we have a new model in here called base, and this is loaded up, which is pretty cool. Nice. Okay, it's time to start the magic part. I'm honestly so excited for this. I don't know why, but I am. So let's go to our game TS and have Decentraland here. Can we do that? Can we do that? That would be really cool. Just like here. Really? Really? Okay, we got the setup. So this is our game TS for what we currently have here, which has gone wonky. So let's reload that. Okay, you're probably like 2 or 3 minutes into the video. I'm several hours in, like trying to do this in different ways that might work. So here goes test 3. We're going to go with a scene. We're going to go with video streaming. But we're going to delete all of that shit. Okay, so installing dependencies. Let's give that a minute to run. This is super buggy at the moment, which is, they did warn us, and I'm really pleased that they released it early so we can kind of get our heads around it as soon as possible. But yeah, this is so buggy. So let's try again. Let's go into our scene.json, change our parcels to match the parcels we're going to deploy to, which our coordinates are 84 minus 16. Let's stick that in, and we'll match our parcels to our base. Now we're going to go into our src folder, is where most of our code that we're going to modify is. And from there we'll navigate to game.ts. And at this point, I'm actually going to get rid of almost all of this. We're going to keep this streaming example for later, just instead of rewriting it, hopefully. But I'm going to get rid of all of this. And I'm going to change the model being referenced here from the original that was downloaded from the default scene to the one that we exported from Blender, which is base.glb. So I'm going to go ahead and change the scale here. We actually want to set a position value of 808, which will be in the middle of our parcel in Decentraland. Let's hit save and go back to the extension and press run scene. I'll give it a second to load and either get really excited and make the rest of this video, or I will go and have a coffee and shower because I'm in PJs. Okay, great. It has loaded our base in, which is a fantastic start. Let's start adding in some more thingamajigs. So first off, I want to add our logo up here, and we're just going to have it spin. We can do that by adding in a keep rotating component. So let's add in here the logo. Constant logo equals new entity. And we'll go logo, add component, new transform. We'll give you a position that's in the center of the parcel, but higher up than that. So maybe 8 for 8. We can adjust that later. And let's add the GLB shape to this entity. So logo, add component, new GLTF shape, and it's in our models folder. So models, logo, what did we call it? The great thing is we can check that here. We called it logo-lpm.glb. So we'll enter that here, glb. And we'll do engine, add entity, logo. So let's see where that pops up. Okay, that's good, but that's not actually the logo I wanted. I wanted the center web. No. What's the one I wanted? Logo booth. Okay, this is really cool. I love this. I love that we can see the things. That's really cool. So logo booth. Okay, and that's too high. So maybe I already set the position in Blender and I didn't remember. Yes. Okay. So to have this rotating nicely, where have you gone? Where have you gone? Come back. Come back. This is the problem we had before. No. Okay, I'm gonna keep coding on the other side. So let's add a keep rotating component to this logo so that it rotates on the y-axis and just has a nice little spin to it. So logo, add component, a new keep rotating component, and that's not coming up as a suggestion because we haven't downloaded and installed the utils. I wonder if there's a way we can do that from here. Nice. So how do we install a new package? Okay, we can add a dependency here. Yes, that's exactly what we want. I get way too excited about this. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, you're here. We like that. Let's try again. So new keep rotating component. Excellent. So let's follow the structure here. Quaternion dot Euler. Euler. I think it's Euler. So do 0, 13, and 0. And we'll see how that works. Not so good because we have some errors here. What are our errors? Oh, I'm just missing a bracket. It's always the way, isn't it? Nice. There we go. Okay, so we can make that spin a bit more slowly by adjusting this. Nice. Yay, we are getting somewhere. Okay, let's add in our screens. So constant screen body equals new entity. Screen body, add component, new transform. We're gonna put it, we're gonna adjust it a little bit, but at the moment we're gonna start with a new vector 3 at 3, 3, 3. Now let's give this the GLB shape that we created in Blender. So new GLTF shape, go to our models folder and add the screen is what we called it, I believe, screen.glb. So now we can do engine, add entity, screen body, and that should bring up the screen. Great. That gives us a screen here. And let's see what happens if we add a billboard component to it. So screen body, add component, new billboard. And that should make it rotate as we move around it. And I just want to make sure it doesn't go out of bounds when it does that. It doesn't appear so that's pretty cool. Great. So let's parent a video to this screen holder. So we can bring this in now. But first let's put a plane shape here, because our plane shape is what we need to project the video texture onto. So let's call this the east screen. Constant screen, rather east screen equals, you know what would be really great, just thinking about this, if we could have like a mirror modifier in code, that would be really awesome. We'd save a lot of time. So east screen is a new entity, and we're going to add a plane shape to our east screen. So new plane shape, and we'll give it a transform as well. East screen, add component, new transform, and we can just use the same one as the screen body. We're not going to do that in the fancy Coda way because it's not that kind of day. So add new transform, have a position, new vector 3, and we'll make it the same as the screen body. Not E, but 3. And we're not going to see it because we haven't added it to the engine yet. So let's do engine, add entity, eScreen. Okay, now we have our screen there, which is great. But we are going to want to bring it forwards a little bit. And I'm not sure if we want to do that on this axis or on the other one. On the other one, effectively. Oh, we've lost everything. Okay, it's back. So let's add a billboard component to this as well, because as you see, it's not following the screen, because we've got the screen moving with our position. So we're never going to see them lined up unless we never move again. And I don't know about you, but I like moving. So eScreen, add component, new billboard. Okay, and we can see that we do need to push it back a little. That seems to be good. And we'll just give it a scale that better matches the content that we're then going to add in there. So scale, new vector 3. Make sure you do it the right side of the brackets. Okay, we've got one of our screens in now, and we're gonna now re-enable this video stream link. And then we should see it displayed on here. You need to click on it first. Ooh, what's happening? Oh right, videos don't work in here. Yay, exciting. So we'll pretend this video is working. Looks great, doesn't it? Isn't that amazing? So we pretend the video is working, and we're going to copy and do the same thing over on the other side, but I will skip through that super fast because we've just done it for one side. We don't need to show you the process on the other side. Great. Those are our screens added in. Now what we will want to do is add an image here that we can change out, and we also want to add in our socials. So we'll do that in just a second. In the meantime, let's stick our other logo here, which you'll be able to click through to the website. So I'm going to add a new section down here. We could create a new code file, but for this example, let's just keep it all together. Let's call this section clickables. So for the website, we have constant web equals new entity, and then we'll give it its GLTF shape. And we'll check the name in our models folder. So many things. Name in our models folder is the center web. Yes, central web. Central web. There we go. And we have our logo here. We'll go through and lower some emission, change the materials afterwards. So for now, let's give web an unpointed down component. So web, add component, new, on pointer down. And I think if this goes like this, and like this, and then like this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab our website link with the HTTPS. You should definitely visit our website, by the way. It's really cool. Nicole helped us make it. If you don't know Nicole, she's really, really cool. She does lots of stuff. And let's give this a feedback so that you know what you're clicking on. So we'll open up a new parenthesis here, and we'll say hover text will be website. Okay, so now if we hover over it, it should say website, and we can click on it and it will take us to the website. Yay! Okay, we're going to do something very similar with the socials, and for that I'm going to position them around here with those stands, and we're going to give them keep rotating components as well, like we have for the logo up here at the top. So if you're getting tired, now would be a great time to have a little break, and we're going to have a sip of coffee and then I'm going to be right back and we'll continue doing this. Okay, I am back. I am caffeinated. Let's do this. Our next clickables, we're going to want to add the stands in first. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, let's recycle the stands because we're going to be using multiple of each. So we'll have constant blue stand equals our GLTF sheet of the blue one, which I think was blue dash stand. Yep. And we'll do the same for the red stand. Okay, so here's our stand, but it's in the wrong corner for us. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to move it a little closer to the corner. So 2.5 and 14.5. Wrong way. Okay, and let's see what it looks like with a keep rotating component. It's too subtle at 10. Let's try 30. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. What do we think? Undecided. We'll leave it for now. Okay, so that's going to be our stand 1, and while we've got these coordinates close, I'm going to add the website logo that's going to hover on top of that. So constant logo 2 equals new entity and I'm going to copy and paste this transform from here, and let's find the name of the model, which was, must be logo-lpm. Let's check. Ooh, it's nice to be able to check. Yeah, logo-lpm. See if that appears. Excellent. Let's just make it higher up. Okay, and let's give it the same spin component. So we'll do logo 2. Give it that same spin. Excellent. Now we just want to give it that same on-click to the website, which we have here. So we'll copy this and we'll paste it down here. And we'll just change web to logo 2. So now if we hover over here, we can click on it and go to the website. Great. Let's repeat that process with the red stands and the other icons. So constant stand 2 equals new entity, stand 2, add component, and we'll add the red stand to this, and let's give it a transform based off what we have already, so it's close but not overlapping. So let's try 3, 0.04, and 11. And obviously we need to add this to the engine, add entity, stand 2. So that's a bit too far away for what I had in mind. And let's see. 3 we can keep, but let's bring it all the way to the front here. So this would also be 14.5. Okay, cool. How do we feel about the spin? Undecided. I think we need maybe some depth in those stands. I'm gonna adjust these models afterwards. I'm just gonna show you this like demo run through. Okay, so let's add in our next social icon. Let's make this spin as well. Okay. So let's add in Twitter on this one. So constant Twitter equals new entity, and to Twitter we will add our Twitter model. So models, and I put it in the socials folder. So socials twitter.glb. And we'll give it the same position that this has, the red stand. Which we have here, so let's just copy and paste that. We'll do engine, add entity, Twitter, and we'll add the rotating component as well. Great, let's lift this up a meter. A little bit less actually, let's lift it up half a meter. That's better. And we'll give it an on pointer down to take you to our Twitter account, of course. So let's copy this function here. We're just going to direct us to an external website, and we're just going to change the parameters so that instead of directing us to the website, it directs us to the Twitter. So let's grab the HTTPS URL for Twitter. Here we are. And we'll paste this in here. Okay. So now if you click this, it will take you to our Twitter. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the other social icons pretty quickly, and then I'll make some adjustments to the materials, and we'll deploy this scene, see if it's working. Okay, now our socials are added in. Let's change the title of our scene, and we can do that in the scene.json, which is where we were before. Doesn't seem to be updating here, but it should update later in world. Okay, I'm going to change the streaming links in our video screens to the video we want to display. So we've got Vimeo set up, and we're going to grab the link from there. Another great option is to use IPFS. That's a free service, completely open source, and yeah, pretty cool. But it does have its downsides, meaning that your whatever device that you're using needs to be online and turned on all of the time. So it's not quite as reliable in that sense. So we're using Vimeo. So let me find our videos. Okay, our library. And we're gonna stick this video in. And the way we get our link for it is we're gonna go down into settings, I think it is, and advanced settings. And in distribution, we can get these video file links. So we want the M3U8 link or HLS. So let's copy that link and we'll paste it here. Oh, videos do work in here? I thought videos didn't work in here. Oh, I'm so happy. That's amazing. Okay, let me just straighten this up because this is a square video and I've set this up for rectangular videos. So to do that, we just want to find our screens and change their scale. So we'll have 2.32 both sides, and that should sort that out pretty quickly. There's one, and here's the other one. Great. So I do want to adjust some materials and stuff. I know I keep saying that because it's really bothering my eyes, but let's just do a quick test and see if this deploys via the extension, because I think that's a really important thing to check. So let's hit publish and cross our fingers. Things are happening. Oh. Oh man. Wait, what? What happened to MetaMask? You're kidding. What? What is this, Decentraland? No. How? Why? Who? Who did this? Why? Why did they do this? Okay, Decentraland, can we have a MetaMask login? Because, yeah, we need it. Thank you. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those material modifications quickly, and then I'm going to deploy it from the terminal. I saw something in the docs here about deploying from the terminal, and our SDK scenes alpha. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just deploy it from the terminal, from here actually. But what I'll do is I'll adjust those materials first. We had a moment. I wasn't recording. I thought I was recording. We were having a really good conversation. But no. Anywho, let me just run through what I did. So I opened up the terminal on my computer. I ran npmi-g Decentraland at latest to make sure we were running the latest package. My computer said, nah. So I said, okay, I'll put sudo in front of it because I'm running Mac, and this gives it certain permissions if I add in my administrator password. So I ran it with sudo, the same command that worked, excellent. And then I ran DCL deploy, which opened up a linker app, which we then signed. Let me show you the linker app. Looks like this. This is what we signed. It still says deploying. I'm not sure why. It's probably still going to more Catalyst servers, but I did hop in World, and look, our scene is here, and that's really, really cool. So you've got our videos up here. If you know, you know. Like, I have nothing else to say about these videos. And here you have our icons. And I'm still going to adjust some materials. I'm not 100% convinced, but yeah, what I wanted to show you was mainly the coding and the editor. And yeah, I hope, even if this wasn't the most concise and informative video, that hopefully something somewhere was of help to someone. Ooh, a person. Hello, Petra. Hello, hello, hello. And with that, I will sign off and wish you guys a great day. And if you have any questions, please do just get in touch. You know, the only way that we grow and we make this place as cool as possible is by helping each other and learning together. So let's keep doing that.